Welcome to our Minecraft server. This is a server that has been paid for by the Squidlord, and it has a lot of contributions by Squidlord, myself, Logan, Eric the Half-a-Bee, and Mike Lineski, also known as Big Lineski. This is the main base right here. This is the Crystal Palace, Crystal Workshop. This was designed by Squidlord, by Eric, and by Mike Lineski, and it's multi-layers. Plus it has a lot of stuff outside. You saw a tree harvesting section there, and when you first logged in you saw a cactus harvesting mechanism. As we go up we'll be able to see some other areas to the base. This is on top of the mountain here, and underneath this big wide plateau here is the cactus harvesting section. And this is a section here where Squidlord actually created musical notes. I know I was talking over that, but you click the button and you have a series of musical notes going on. This here is a cannon, and the purpose is you load it up with dynamite. A person stands on this half block here. When they press the button, they will go up and away, landing somewhere over the lake, sometimes on land. If you don't have any armor on, you're a dead man. That base on the far side is lava base, and you see a water slide there. The downward slope was created by Mike Lineski. The higher part is a return mechanism that I created to return boats to it. Now we're back in the base, and always make sure you close the doors. And we're going to see some of the interior to the base. Squidlord likes to do a lot of decorative work, him and Eric, as you can see with the hanging jack-o'-lanterns. This is a barracks type area. When it gets nighttime, and about every 20 minutes or so the daytime changes to nighttime, if everyone lays down in the bed at the same time, you can fast forward through the nighttime into daytime. And we're just going to see some areas around here as I'm speaking. One of the reasons about that is, depending on the setting you have for the game, you can have zombies and creepers and spiders and other creatures coming out after you, and they come out at nighttime or in dark areas without a lot of light. So if you want to do just a lot of building and you want to avoid the creepers and the spiders and everything, you can fast forward through into daytime by laying down in bed. As we are going back up the main hall, some of the other rooms, they have a nice creative little library here. The Squidlord tried at one time to design a subway system. I don't think he went very far with that. I'll show you a working subway in just a few moments here. And that's the area looking down to that pit we were in. All the bases are connected by tunnels, so that you can traverse everywhere pretty much underground. There is one base that is not, because it is the equivalent to being 10 miles away, and I'm sorry, I'm just not going to dig that far. Just some more areas here to the main base. And we're going to go outside in just a moment for another outside view, just to give you a perspective of where some of the other bases are in location to the main base here. Now I'm not closing the door because we're going to come right back in. What you see off in the distance is the chateau, and we're going to be going there in a little bit on our video tour. You see the top of the main base there. So it gives you a point of reference where we are at. Just a look at some of the interior designs that have been done here. Some people on Minecraft make very elaborate inside decor. Now, this is a subway system that I have created. This is the main tunnel heading over to my base, which is about a mile away. And I am one that likes to use subway systems. Recently, Notch has done a new system with what is called powered boosters, as you see there. that will automatically get the carts going. This one here, by hitting this switch here, it'll actually change the direction of that track and setting the cart forward to drop down to a loading area. You can see that the track there changed direction there for a moment, and it gives it enough time just for the cart to drop down. By hopping in the cart and clicking this button on the wall, we are now sent off on a trip to my base, the Nunju base. Now I have cut the video because otherwise it'd be about 2 minutes. We are at the end of the base here, and we are now in my base, which is Nunju base. Here is the outside of Nunju base, and as everyone knows, I am a Green Lantern fan. I have created a number of giant Green Lantern power batteries around the base. I have 4 right now: the Green Lantern, the Sinestro Core. We also have the Red Lantern for the Red Lantern Core. There it is off in the distance. And we made one for the Blue Core, the Blue Lantern Core, which we're going to see in just a moment here. And I am still working on 3 more: Orange, Indigo, and Sapphire. There is my first Green Lantern, which was a giant 35 block diameter lantern. That's the prototype. Here's the inside of my base, protected by cactuses all around, as you can see. Creatures can't get through cactus. Now my base has a number of secret passages. I will not be showing you them here, but just some of the basic places of the tour. I have a water ladder, or we call it the water vader, which can get you a rapid ascent up to the top. Much faster than if you were climbing by ladder itself. And this is my outside observation deck. These blocks here, the barrier blocks around the side, are at the highest level. You cannot build any higher than that in the game currently. So we are pretty much at the top of the world. And you can see the Red Lantern in the distance there. And we'll head downstairs in just a moment. One of the other things I'm known for is mega mining, or hyper mining. And hyper mining, that's where you're going to get all your resources from, is by all your digging through the walls and everything. And I have made a number of giant mines using a system that Squidlord came up with, where they are 2 block wide, and then a corridor on each way. You can pretty much see everything that's in your corridor. This is my main sitting area. Some storage bins. I made a kitchen. And we're going to go down and look at the access points to some of the mines. This is where we get off at our subway system. And that growl you heard was a zombie. So somewhere around here there are zombies. But we're going to head over to the Mega Mine. The Mega Mine, I have done a lot of jobs over there doing that. First, we're going to go up to the lava room, which is just a nice decorative room that I have made completely enclosed in lava. And we'll take an outside view of it. As you can see, the pigs, the sheep, if they get too close to the lava, they die off as well. I also have some other bases off in the distance there. We won't go to that way right now. That may be for another video. Now, after the wonders of fast forwarding somewhat, I have a bunk area, and we're going to head down to the Mega Mine right now. What I mine down in the Mega Mine is iron, diamond, coal, redstone, which are glowing redstones that you'll see that create these red torches, and anything else we can find down here. The mining tunnels go off for a number of distance either way. I believe this particular one is about 50 to 75 blocks long. And then it also goes off in the other direction off of the main corridor there. But I dig out about every 25 blocks, and then I put a crossway. So this here is approximately 50 blocks long, each of these mining tunnels. The main corridor goes off in quite a distance in either way. As we cross over the staircase, we are now heading down, and just to give an example how far I have mined into it, we are heading toward Crystal Base now. Crystal Base is about 1.5 miles, 2 miles away in game distance, and I am about 75% of the way there by mining. So it gives you an idea of how far I've done it. Here's some of the mining we've done that I've cleared everything out. Another thing is, a lot of times when you have a multiplayer server, you have a lot of people helping you do all this. Everything that I have done here with the subway system, with Sinanju Base, and with the mega mines, I have done solo, with no help from anyone else. And we're not going to go any further. If so, I'd be going on for about another 5 minutes marching forward. And we are back at the home base now. There you can see the tree harvesting section in front of us. This is the chateau, also created by, I believe it was Mike Lineski, by Eric the Half-a-Bee, and by the Squid Lord. Very nice, very well done architecture on the outside. And we're just going to take a quick look through it to see what it looks here on the inside here. We're going to go outside, take a look around a little bit. Alex Williams, the Squid Lord, likes using lava. He likes burning things. So he'll always have some kind of lava involved in his decorative endeavors. And we're going to head outside. Eric made a nice little sidewalk or roadway that'll lead all the way from the chateau back to the main base, back to Crystal Base. And we'll just walk along that, where I believe I have edited out some of the travel time. And there is the Crystal Base. Now we have warped to another area, and this is a flying saucer that Eric and the Squid Lord have made. There you see in the distance there, you can see the chateau. That fort is Fort 51 for Area 51. There's the chateau. There's the top of Crystal Base, just to give you a point of reference where we're at. We are on the top outer hull of the flying saucer, and inside they have done a very interesting job. I haven't seen one done like this before, and we're going to go inside and take a look. This is completely suspended in midair. Nothing is connecting it to the ground. And we are inside the main area. There are 4 different command doors with different colors. They're all automated doors with pressure points. This is the bridge. You have your captain's chair, your pilot seat, and you have a blade of pilot. The front view screens. We even have some computerized view screens there hanging down. When the door opened and I came across, you heard a 2-door chime. That's the sound boxes they have right there. A little bunk area where they can crash out when it gets dark. Not that there's much need inside while you're working inside here. Then the time change really doesn't matter much. This would be storage and maybe, I guess, the engineering deck. And nothing in this area right here. But an excellent job done for making a flying saucer. And a look over the side just to show you how high up we are. The last space we're going to take you to is one that I have created myself. Once again, all by myself, no help. And that is a small replicate of the lost city of Atlantis from Stardate Atlantis. And there it is from a distance. We are inside the base now. We are going to go up to the lower of the 2 towers first. If I can stay on the ladder. I've added a 3rd tower which I don't have access to right now, but Atlantis has 6 piers or arms in the TV series. I only have 4 right now, with some buildings at the end of each one, or the majority of them. But I wanted to go with a sloped roof with the glass windows there, and there's a look up at the top of the taller tower, which we will head to in just a moment. The main tower has 2 different levels inside. One is a lower level with windows on all sides to take a look out. An empty pier. One of our buildings out there. And then we'll go up to the main level. We have some nice views up at the top. The top of the antennas there are once again reaching to the uppermost level in the game. We're going to go out to one of the side buildings out here in one of the piers and take a look back at the city from here. There's a look of some of the towers there for Atlantis. As with all the other bases, for the most part, this one here is connected, but via tunnel. We worked on that just this past week, and I did have help from Alex and Mike and Eric creating the tunnel. They had already had the tunnel mostly dug out to another base, which I'll show in another video. And then Alex and I made the final thing to get the tunnel over here to Atlantis. But that is a look of Atlantis, and our last view is going to be a look from nighttime. And it looks rather impressive at nighttime, if I do say so myself, with all the different lights and everything there. This is the first video tour of what we have on the server. If you like Minecraft, you can get it at www.minecraft.net. And if you do, let us know what you've done.